Come hang with Dick and Brett, we're here to get those whistles wet.
Welcome everybody to the first episode of 2025. I'm fucking Dick! And I'm fucking Brett! Oh god, it felt like that was WWE, WWF.
Yeah.
I wanted to like rip my shirt off.
I want to rip my shirt off all the time. Especially when I see hot girls.
Nothing's changed, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, welcome to 2025. It's been a rough year so far, but we're bringing you a bottle that Brett has been salivating, looking at, being uncomfortable if he overspent. He got a good deal. We haven't opened it. We've talked about it. That's the bourbon. We got a bomb-ass North Park new beer.
Some
hazy.
Frenchie North Park. Frenchies, bro. Down from the San Diego region.
Yeah. Hey, you'll see us at the North Park 40th beer anniversary. What is it called?
Yeah, man. It's the North Park Beer Festival this year. Dick and Brett are going to do our best to make our presence there. You probably won't even be able to pick us out of the crowd because we're incognito. Okay, but whatever. It's all good. Buddy.
You'll only know because we're going to be rocking the brands. So we'll be there.
I might be passed out in the public restroom.
You mean the porta potty?
Yes, exactly.
That was a very politically correct way of saying that he's going to be in a trailer full of shit.
Yes,
But
absolutely.
You know what? We're both pumped to be back. We took a little holiday hiatus is what I would call it. The Double H.
Well needed. You know, we all need a little break sometime. You know, I'll try to break you off a piece of that Kit Kat bar.
Let's go.
Yeah.
So we filmed earlier today, which will drop in probably unison with these. We did some shorts. We took some feedback. We're kind of getting our own little mojo going. We're talking about ideas. We're into the merch game. We're trying to become a little bit more legitimate, a little bit more structured. We want to build our following. You know, we're thankful for all the people that have been following us, but we want to expand that. We want to do it organically. We're not going to be like those jackasses that go and buy followers. We're going to do it because we're going to work hard and we're going to bring great content and we're going to spend time together, which has been hard to do. So,
Hell yeah, and I'm thirsty.
let's go. Let's get into it. Let's start with the beer then.
Well, I'll tell you what. The beer, I just purchased this today.
Dude, freshie.
Right? So
Freshie.
this guy goes, hey, check out this little liquor mart, you know. So I was out of work. I drove down. I stopped in. He said they sell them by the can. So I
Yeah,
was like,
singles.
if they do, then I'm going to check it out. I go in there. And we're specifically looking for North Park for this episode so we could bring you the news that we'll be visiting the North Park Beer Festival. So we're going to try this one out. The name on it is Robot Fighter. So Dick had done a little bit of research or saw it online or a post or whatever because, you know, we follow them grams, you know.
We follow that
We
jizzle.
follow those jizzles. So this one's a triple dry hop or a TDH. So if you ever see a can that says TDH on it, that's triple dry hop.
There you go. A little fun fact.
We got a hazy and Dippa, right? Which
Yeah.
is
Double
double IPA. So it's a triple dry hop, double IPA, hazy. We're looking at 8.5% alcohol. It's kind of weak, but you know, we'll see what happens. Double mosaic. So it looks like we're in Mosaic Dynaboost and Mosaic Cryo, right? Which is kind of the thing.
Yeah.
This can at the local market cost $8.99 plus tax. Thank you, Governor Newsom.
Yeah. Well, let's give a shout out to, it's called Mountain Market Liquor.
Okay.
So, well, I think it's brothers that own it. You know, I've gone in there frequently. When I lived in the city, there wasn't many places to get craft beer, and I've watched this place grow. It started with one little shelf of craft beer. Now they have 3 doors. 2 brothers own it. They're into beer. It's your, what I would say, it's your local little liquor mart, but they're invested in craft beer, and I think they've done a hell of a job. I would much rather pay $8.99, so call it $10, than pay $46.99 for the 4-pack. And what?
Nothing. I just heard some funny noises. I don't know what it was.
Oh, I'm
It's all
sorry.
good though.
So, I shout out to Mountain Market Liquor. It's off Mountain in the 60. It's not super local. It's where I grew up. Done a great job. Always been generous to us. I even got a barrel proof Taylor from them last year. Hooked it up. So happy they sell singles so you can try some of this bomb beer and find out, is it really worth $50 a 4-pack? We're going to find out. So shout out to Mountain Market. Appreciate you guys.
Fun tidbit. I went in there looking around. I was obviously glancing for bourbon. Didn't see a whole lot there, but I did see the beer section that had all the North Parks. And they had Great Notion in there.
Great Notion.
They had some other cool beers in there, right? There was a lady of Asian descent behind the counter, which I was like, cool, but she was actually the one that approached me. She goes, hey man, the truck didn't come today. And I said, what do you mean the truck didn't come today? She goes, the North Park truck. She goes, everybody comes in here to get North Park.
Yeah.
And I went, oh, well, cool, because I'm here for North Park,
Fuck, I
And
said
she
take
goes,
our-
but all the ones that we were expecting to get in today, all the brand new ones aren't here yet. And I go, well, that's great. Now I got to pick from one of the old ones, But I really like it matters. They put out fire
They're
here,
fire,
so we're gonna
so.
let's smell it.
Yeah.
Let's try it. See what happens.
So here's what's funny. When people try hazies and IPAs, they say they smell like dishwater. That's
This
what
one
I've heard.
smells like the porta potty at the North Park Brewing
The
Festival.
smell is not inviting. This is what Brett's gonna be laying in. Is the filth.
It does have a funky.
It's got a
smell.
funk, not
I can't imagine that it tastes like the smell.
Yeah,
We're gonna find out.
let's go. Oh yeah, that Mosaic hop.
Ooh, that's clean.
Yeah.
That's clean.
So when I got into homebrew,
Well, it's not clean. It's foggy
well,
or hazy.
Yeah, but Mosaic was like considered like a candy-like hop, and it was like a balance between everyone was using Citra, which was like citrus forward orange peel. Mosaic was like that tropical candy mango, like a little bit of balance with the sweetness. And I fell in love with it when I started brewing, when I found out what the flavor profile is. And I just, right off the bat, I just get that like peach, mango, just bomb flavor.
Yeah, it's really good. It's clean. It's crispy. It hits all the notes. I think it's good for both seasons. So whether it's cold or hot outside, I think it'd still be great.
How's it finish?
Finish is good, man. I mean, it doesn't have like an overpowering, doesn't like kill your palate, but it's got a little lasting zing to
A little
it,
lingering,
right? Like
but-
it lingers just a little bit, but just enough to where like if you want to take it with you for a few minutes, you probably could. you
It's
know?
not too bitter, right? That's some of the things that we see with some of the hazies is like it's all this cream juice bomb, or it's an IPA that's cloudy, where it's like, man, I can taste a triple IPA, but it's just murky looking. It's like this one finishes clean. Even my burp tastes a little good. So
Yeah, for triple dry hop double IPA, it doesn't have like a kung fu grip on your mouth and throat,
But that's a testament to North Park. So if you think about SoCal breweries and you think about the hazy scene, they're kind of like in the last year and a half, they kind of took over the market. The triple dry hop, they even have a quadruple dry hop.
I almost bought that one, but
IPA.
it was 14% or something
Yeah.
like that. And I said, you know what? No, not today.
Yeah.
Another day.
I mean, they're pushing the boundaries. They're pushing the limit of what a hazy can do.
Yeah.
But I haven't had a bad beer from them. I've had some that I was a little disappointed because I thought it was going to be this super high elevated. But I've never had a bad beer from them. Even their Pilsners, even their regular IPAs. I haven't had a stout from them. I'd like to try to see how they're doing in the stout game. But, I mean, I was excited about this beer, and I'm not disappointed now.
Yeah, I was a little under the gun too. So when I was in the market, I went to the fridge, there was nobody in there. I felt like I had pick of the litter. I could just hang out and read every hop on the can and do my whatever discovery thing. And I surely didn't want to disappoint. I want to bring some bad beers back to us to try, So I bought a couple different individuals, but there was a guy who came in right behind me and he dive bombed for the same
The same ones you picked?
same beers, he was standing over my shoulder Like, are you gonna like let me get in there?
Yeah, I need to get these.
I gotta grab those. So then I was like kind of under the gun. I was like, looking to see like which beers are there the least of, you know, because that means it's the most popular.
Hell
So
yeah.
I went in there and I was like, well, let me just grab this one, and this one. I started like, I held them like this, and like in my
cradle
chest,
like a baby?
And I'm like, okay, go ahead and get in there, brother. You know what I mean? Like, it's pretty funny. So
hell yeah.
that was good. So at least I swooped him up before he could get his hands on it. And then sure enough, he went in and he grabbed two of the pseudos.
Okay, so let's pull that out. So I told Brett, Big T's episode has not aired, and I feel like it will, but we got to show this one. So this is a triple dry hopped hazy double IPA or DIPA, right? Similar to what we talked about, but this is a collaboration with Toppling Goliath, which is where?
Which is in Illinois, right?
Yes.
Or Iowa?
No, it's in I think it's in Illinois.
It's in one of those. It's either in Iowa or Illinois, but they or somewhere in that area. You know, it's kind of in that Midwestern area. So then my dad tried hazies a little while back. He really liked the
Brewer X, bring back the fucking gnar.
Yeah, bringing back the gnar again. So we got like a special keg of gnar. It was like a double gnar. What was it called? I don't remember. Anyways, so like gnar came out and it was like the shit and like the dog with the glasses and like
the blue frame.
Yeah, dude, it was just dope, right?
Leopard print.
Yeah, and then they made like a special gnar, and then like we called our local liquor store. We're like, hey, we need to get like this gnar on tap, and he was like, yeah, are you fucking kidding me?
You're nobody.
He's like, let me make a phone call.
Call nobody.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, sorry, they didn't answer.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden we have a keg of this, like a pony keg of it, and I bring it home. It's all special. It's summertime. It's my house. My kegerator's rocking. My dad comes over and he's like, hey, dude, I want to try one of those beers. And he ends up drinking like 8 or 9 of the 12 beers that are in a pony keg.
So I get a call. I get a call from Brett with Big T. Shout out to Big T, man. Hopefully you made it to Havasu safely.
Yeah.
And I get a call from him, and he's like in a chair like this, and he's just still talking shit to me. He's just like, just spouting. It's just like no one knows what he's saying, and I'm like, Brett, what happened? He's like, dude, I gave my dad a glass, and he would not stop going to the keg, and now it's about to be tapped. So he fell in love with the hazies all of a sudden, which we all do, right? We all fight it. We all think it's bullshit beer, and then we realize that this citrus content and the hop saturation is so great. And then he went home, you know.
He tried to find some.
He went to Chicago, and he's got his place in Illinois. He's from Chicago, so he's spending time out there, kind of the Midwest. And he fell in love with the Pseudo Sue, right? It's got the big like T-Rex on it. It's a pale ale.
He goes, man, I can get this everywhere, and it's like it's a hazy, you know, or it's like
a hazy pale ale,
whatever, right? And so he's like, this is like my version. So like this is what you're gonna have when you come out hang out with me. And I said, cool, sounds good, you know, like. And so to see that North Park, you know, does a collab with Toppling Goliath was just dope. You know, so it's a little nostalgic feeling. So I figured, hey, we got to pick that one up and try it, you know.
We got to pick it, but I feel like we got to save it. We got to save it for Big T because I feel like, I mean, we don't know how long that collab is going to be out.
Nah.
Hopefully we can acquire more. We probably can, but it's going to be expensive.
I sent him the picture and he goes, oh, I'll have to check that out. I'm like, yeah, okay, you're going to find that.
Good luck.
Yeah. So now that we have one in-house, that's good. And maybe I'll pick up a couple more next time I go to Mountain Market, right?
Well, I might have to call AA Ron when he comes out this weekend and tell him to pick us up a couple so we have some.
I know only be one left on the docket, but we'll see what happens. Anyways, I'm going to digress on that whole situation. Yeah. We're gonna finish this beer right here because I'm super pumped. Picked up this bottle, Balmeria, double gold winner, San Francisco,
2021.
2020, right?
Shit.
So if you're looking at it in years, that's 4 years ago. The release date on this bottle was in 2021, which means that this bourbon came out after they won the gold. But it's the still same mash bill, still makeup.
Well, they've
know,
had a
probably
special
the same
barrel that
thing,
they
right?
entered, right? And then they
Yeah.
bottled it once it won.
So it got double gold at the World Spirits competition. I thought this bottle was cool because it's got like, you know, fancy shit on it, like a award and, you know, a medal and all this shit. So anyways, we tried the single barrel of Garrison Brothers probably about a year ago, you know, and I thought to myself, I was like, you know, I'm very cowboy, like I like Western music, you know, I'm like wear my cowboy boots, you know, like
Gave me a cowboy hat, a
yeah,
stagecoach 2
yeah.
years
So
ago,
like a lot of
Stetson.
this stuff like stem back to, you know what, I'm gonna give Garrison Brothers some love, right? Open this bottle and it didn't hit home for me. The only thing that it did is it reminded me of like drinking like spirits out of like a boot that I'd been in at Stagecoach for like 4 days and then just like pouring a shot in there and drinking. It was heavy like leather, and it was like
Dry tobacco.
it just tobacco. It didn't hit my palate, right? So I wanted to try this one a year later. I'm giving Garrison Brother another shot. I know it's won a lot of awards. I know there's some hype around it. I just fell out of love. I want to see if I can find the love again. So let's go for one of their big winners.
Let's go.
Let's try it out.
So this bottle has
See
just
what
been
happens.
cellaring for a while.
Yeah.
And we were sitting here kind of in our little, what I would call intermission, and Brett said, "Screw it, man. Let's give Garrison Brothers a try." And I said, "It's your bottle, bro. This is his bottle. It's been sitting in my little cave, kind of in plain sight, but hidden. It's got a medal on it. It's got some old school like silver work done here, organic on the bottom. It's handwritten on the side.
Yeah, they're cool looking bottles, man. It's got wax top. You know, I mean, this one's got like blue colors and shit. You know, Bal Maria, whatever that means. 115 proof, right? So it's up there.
So that's what, 57.5?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really show any age statement, right? But if you want to learn a little bit about it, aged not once but twice in two completely different oak barrels.
So double O.
So there's a little deal. Born and bred in High, Texas, right? HYE, not HIGH. About to pour this bad dog and see what happens.
You know, this is the cool thing about bourbon, though. For those of you out there that save bottles, or you got a bottle because there was hype and then you never found a time to open it, you never know, man. It could be a ticking time bomb. It could have been something you're like, why didn't I get into this earlier? Or it could be, man, I'm not missing anything. But either way, he got it for a good deal. I think this was a Bevmo. Or
Yeah, I think I found it at Bevmo. So it wasn't paying over really MSRP. So it was worth just taking a shot on and see what happens. I mean,
Ooh,
the
it's
color
dark.
on it looks good. It's
Yeah,
dark.
it looks like a barrel brew.
Definitely double oaked.
Yeah.
You know? So let's see how it turns out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe we'll like it. Maybe it'll bring me back. I don't know. We'll see.
I took a little taste on that. It was
Yeah?
pretty fucking fire.
Interesting or
Oh, yeah.
okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna move this beer out of the way. I'm definitely gonna drink that. It's dark, man.
Well,
Smells better already than the single barrel
Oh,
did right
100%.
off the bat. Kind of smells like it's gonna have some balmy to it.
well, what do you get on the nose, though? I get a lot of proof on the nose.
Yeah, it's a little proofy.
It's not subtle. I would tell you that. I'm not getting like a caramel and vanilla. I'm getting like
No.
a high octane, high proof.
It's
like,
high proof. I still get a little of that bootstrap, that
Yeah,
that
that
leather. But
maybe.
there's
I mean,
something mixed in, and I can't put my foot on it.
I don't know
yet.
what that smell is. It's not molasses, but it's not too sweet, but it's like a savory note.
Yeah, it's almost like I want to say floral, but it's not. It's like
Maybe like a dried cherry, maybe?
I don't know. I'm gonna have to taste
We're
it.
not Fred Minnick, sorry,
Yeah,
man. We can't,
yeah.
you know, we don't just sit
We
here.
just don't have palates for that. Our palates are for drinking and
Let's
having
get into
fun,
it, brother.
so
I
let's check
appreciate
it
you
out.
sharing this
Yeah.
bottle. tastes like a barrel that hasn't been opened for a while.
Yeah.
Like there's like that mustiness in the taste.
Yeah,
It's not
I think
bad.
that's the Texas bourbon way, though. I think that kind of that same note came out of that single barrel, but this one's different. It doesn't have that kind of turn off to me.
No, I get
It's
the
just-
oak.
It's just different, man. And I don't know if it's just anything that comes out of that region.
Well, this is the neck board too.
It's a little oily.
On the finish, it
It's
is.
getting oily and has like this real strong bite, like in the middle.
Yeah, it's lingering on my tongue.
It's just, so that's the oily, right? So it's like it sticks around.
I don't get a Kentucky hug for
Not
the
dried
proof.
out. It's very, very wet. You know,
Creamy and juicy.
Yeah.
If I had to describe it, I would say the beginning is musty, like somebody just cracked open that barrel and you see the fumes coming out with all the high octane in it. And then it switches over. It's got a middle that's nice punch, good like complexity, similar to a rye where you get like this
Yeah.
washing machine in your mouth.
Yeah,
But on the end, it's not harsh, but it's inviting. I want to have another drink.
it's got a small Kentucky hug to it.
More of a lingering heat,
Yeah,
not a hug. I wouldn't call it a hug. At least I'm
I don't
not
know.
getting
I got a little hug out of it, but
Well, you are a little bitch, so. So,
so I love it.
sorry.
He calls me his little bitch sometimes.
I didn't say you were my little bitch. I said you are a little bitch.
Oh, okay, all right.
I'm going for round number 2, man.
I don't dislike it.
No, I agree. I don't know if this is if this was in a bigger competition other than the San Francisco. I don't know if this would be a double gold
I
winner.
can see why
It is dark as shit.
Garrison Brothers has gotten hype, right? Because their bourbon, to me, clearly after trying just 2 bottles, just does not taste like any other bourbon.
It's unique.
Right? So, like, I have a feeling that if any time I opened up a Garrison bottle
Yeah.
and I sipped from it, I could immediately say, that's a Garrison bottle.
I'd be interested to know the char on this. I feel like this is a deeper char. I feel like that's
it
what
is
I'm getting.
so dark.
Well,
kinda crazy.
it's double oaked, so we know that. But to me, the flavor profile that I get off the first drink on
Yeah.
my palate
Yeah, it's
is more of a char.
yeah.
Like I'm getting, and maybe that's the double oak, right? We don't drink like Woodford double oak. There's not a lot of double oaks out there, so we might be a little bit novice in the double oak. But
Holy shit, you're right, dude. There's some definite
that char, dude.
yeah.
And I think that's where we're getting
Proof, you know.
Well, the proof, but I think that's where we're getting that mid flavor of that spice.
I'm a like tiny bit sniffly right now, but not like sick. Like, I don't know if it's allergy. Like, I feel a little stuffy.
I mean,
so that might fuck me
On
up
the
a
nose,
little bit,
it's for sure boozy.
Yeah.
But on the drink, I get that oak up front. It's very front forward. And that, if you're going to double barrel it, absolutely you're going to get that. But it has a different twang to it. I hate to use like a Texas twang, but
Yeah.
it's, to your point, if you stack this up against, it could be weeded, not weeded, or whatever, you're going to say that one has a different mash bill, that has a different flavor profile. I agree. And I'm okay with that. If you're going to get out of the lane, but stay in your own lane, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
You do you, boo-boo. Create.
Yeah, put your signature
Yeah,
on it,
and I would agree. If we did that, we talked about ideas a little bit. We're going to do a blind tasting. It's either going to be Brett's wife, my wife, maybe both in collaboration. We'll put up like a cardboard thing. We'll have them pour it and we'll try it and we'll see how good our palates are. They're probably not good. I'll just, spoiler alert, we're probably dog shit. But I would definitely say this is fucking way different than anything we tried.
Definitely. I think
From the nose, from the flavor to the finish is very different.
I honestly think, like, if there was a bartender that had some of these bottles in stock, they could probably make some pretty cool signature cocktails out of it. You know what I
Imagine,
mean?
like,
I know we're not into cocktails, right?
Well-
We're into neat most of the time. I'd say 98% of the time, right? There's times where we'll have a cocktail and we want somebody to dice something up and change it up for us, but I think that somebody could make some really good cocktails out of this. I guess, you know?
My in-laws for my birthday, they got me a smoke thing for old fashions, but it has like 6 different woods. It's got like cherry, maple, it's got all this different stuff. It's got barrel. And I think this would be a good platform. I want to do it on the podcast. They got it for me. They're not drinkers.
Yeah.
They took the time out to try to invest in something that
They're like, oh, cool. Let's look up bourbon and something, which is a great gesture, right?
oh, dude, I'm super
It's like
thoughtful.
my wife got me a smoker, right?
Yeah.
She bought me one of those like cap smokers.
That's what this
Where
is.
It
Yeah,
drops
yeah.
all the smoke in.
Yeah, that's what
right. I
this
used it 3 times, and don't get me wrong, I'm appreciative. I fucking love
Yeah.
the fact that they were thinking about me and
Yeah.
my passion and what I like. But what do I do with that?
Well,
Like, you know, like
I agree. My point is like I think we should do a smoked cocktail
Yeah.
on the podcast because it's out of our
maybe
scope.
we just smoke a bunch of different bourbons and then try them.
and try them.
Okay, there's
And-
a good
and this-
idea.
And
for
this would be a good
2025,
one
right?
because it's already got that barrel flavor.
Yeah.
So I think the smoke would enhance it. You could do it a light cherry. You could hit it with a heavy hickory. Like I feel like old fashions are bitch drinks. I'm sorry for everyone out there because I wouldn't want to put a good bourbon in it because I feel like you're diluting the flavor of bourbon.
Yeah.
However, this one I think would be a good platform because it's already got great bones and the
Yeah.
smoke is going to enhance it.
Yeah, I think it would enhance it.
It's
a
like
lot,
taking a
right?
really good meat and throwing it with some hickory and mesquite and it just enhances the flavor of the
yeah,
beef.
yeah.
So,
I think
maybe-
we could turn this into something special.
I'm with you, dude. I think that's a good idea. Ideas. That's the word you're going to hear from us this year.
Yes, ideas, not
Ideas.
plans.
No.
We're over plans.
No, well, because Brett just...
I can't make plans, man. I just can't. Like, you know, like, because every time I make a plan,
It fails.
it fucking goes awry. And I don't like that. So I'd rather just have an idea, and the idea is great, you know. And I'm not saying I'm doing it or I'm not doing it. Because guess what? Probably not doing it. But if it's an idea, I'll probably do it.
Don't say that in the middle.
Just choke on bourbon? I love that.
Well, I was in the middle of my drink and you freaking made me laugh. Hey,
All right.
Garrison Brothers, you're
Good
back
to
in the
finally
circle,
try
bro.
you, bro.
You're
I'm
back-
not mad at you.
You're back in the circle.
All right. We'll have to try another different bottle. I'll pick up another Garrison here, and we'll do a mid-season or some shit. See what happens.
You need
But
some help with that, bro? Don't break the glass. I've already broken enough drinks,
kind of like, I can't say what it's kind of like, but
Yeah, don't say it. We're trying to be
Yeah.
brand. We tried in 2024. We still failed. But in-
that's a tight fit. That's all I can say. It's a tight fit. You know, it's the way we all like it. Yeah. So that's as clean as I can make it.
I know it is. So
I'm gonna put this little rubber plastic fucking guy on there too. For you always got to put the rubber on.
God,
Okay, if you
I
don't.
I know. You know what? This is what happens when you hang out with people so much that you know their antics.
Toby. Oh, just kidding.
Missed.
Yeah.
It's okay. You couldn't see it anyways. It was like when we had those happy birthday balloons that they couldn't see and we were laughing the whole episode. So I'm going to finish this. We're going to finish our beer. We're going to talk a little shit and we're probably going to be out. But you know what? You know what I'm thankful for, man? It's not Thanksgiving. I'm thankful for you.
I'm thankful for you, brother.
I'm thankful that we have the opportunity to sit here in the bar and film this. And even if we get 30 people watching, that's 30 more than there was before we started this.
Yeah,
and
man.
this all happened here, guys. We've talked about this before, and I'm not going to go into this long, drawn-out story. But this bar right here, me and Brett sat here, and we had an idea. And the idea has become fruition. And now we have merch. And now we have a little bit of following, and now we're already excited, but now we're getting really excited about taking this to the next level. And I'm appreciative of all of you because even though our loyal followers are friends or families or friends of friends, you don't have to watch it, man.
I'll tell you this, right? It's kind of like when, like the first day, you know, that somebody drops like a meme coin, right? You know, whatever, some stupid, whatever it is, fucking Bitcoin. Not gonna compare myself to that, but like
The Hawk Tour girl and shit like that?
no, just like a meme coin, like a crypto thing, right? Like,
Yeah.
like let's say you're dropping like whatever it is, Doge or whatever,
Doge,
right?
yeah.
Like, right? So it's like, you know, you get in on the ground floor, you know, like fuck it, you know, you never know, could go up, could go down,
Yeah.
could go sideways.
We're on floor 2 though, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like right now, like might as well subscribe, might as well
Like, comment.
You know, I mean, you could always tell your friends later that you got in early and it's like a thing. Or you could say, I'm late to the game, that doesn't hold any clout.
Don't
And then also like I mean like. Just don't be late to the game. You didn't early.
Oh,
Man.
look.
Use it. Say, you know what? I used to follow Dick and Brett when they started in their garage. You know, yeah. You did because you're a badass motherfucker.
Yeah, now we're on a party boat in the channel in Havasu, and you're not there because you didn't follow us.
Yeah.
You're too cool.
Yeah, because we're gonna be flipping.
Oh, dude.
You know.
Okay, fast forward to 6 months from now. Me and Brett are going to be wearing some dope, little, beautiful, like Frenchies, just tank tops with truckers. I might have a Dick and Brett grill. I don't know, but we're going to be out there partying. We're going to keep moving, and I hope you come with us because we're still having fun, man. And that's what this was all about. It was about having fun with my boy, having an excuse to let our children, our wives, do their own thing for a little bit, and we're here and we still love it, and I hope you guys love it. We're gonna make changes this year because we want more people to love it, but it's still gonna be the same thing. If it ain't Dick, it's Brett, and without us, there ain't nothing. So you know what? Get on the train or get left at the last station.
That's right. First episode of 2025. Dick and Brett, we're back, baby. Let's fucking go. It's the all-time logo. We're gonna say it all the time. LFG, exclamation point. Might even get an extra exclamation point or maybe a third or a fourth or whatever. It doesn't matter. Just keep adding them to those passwords. It's all good. And I want to tell you one thing for tonight, and that is Dick and Brett.
We out. Let's go.